Awesome. Okay. Well, let's get started. Ryan, what is it there? 6 a.m. or 7 a.m.? Where are you at?
I thought it was an hour ago for the call, but right now it is 8 o'clock in the morning here in Bali, Indonesia. So,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you jumping on here. I'll just get things started, then we'll roll it over to you. I don't know if you need to share a screen, if we're just going to talk. I really just wanted everyone here to get a chance to know you, to understand how much you've done in less than 3 months or about 3 months, with Zab.
Right.
And let me just do one more thing here. Hold on a second. And I do want this to be Ryan. What I usually my calls usually go an hour, but if tell me what your hard stop is. I don't want to.
That's totally
Um,
fine. Whatever it takes, I'm here for you guys.
okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah, we'll do a hard stop in an hour just to respect everyone's time. But so 8 a.m. in Bali for Ryan, and most of us at 7 p.m. Eastern. Most everyone here is either Canada or United States, Ryan, just so you know. And yeah, so just wanted to start out by saying I'm grateful for each and every one of you for being on here. This is a call that I set up. Everyone is on my team, so I'm very, I don't have to worry about being PC. I'm just giving you guys a disclaimer up front right now because I put a lot of effort and time into Bit Harvest. And just to have it sideswiped, I'm only saying that because Ryan is a 5 star in Bit Harvest. So he can totally relate to what a lot of us are going through right now. Ryan, most of everyone on here is either new in Bit Harvest or was in Bit Harvest with me from the beginning. And why do I say that? Because when I was introduced to Zab, the XRP project, I always knew about Ryan, but I never worked with Ryan, right? And then he's so helpful to me and Alfie in the beginning with the Zab project, and so I've been involved with this. It's about 2 months and a week, and I was Ryan. I don't think I even told you this, but I was most of the team knows I was ready to turn Zab into my number one project at the end of December, just a nice clean go into 2026. I liked everything I saw, the transparency, the humbleness of the staff, and of course the ownership. And obviously what happened, Bit Harvest is not out of business, but they went sideways. And I believe that they're going to do things right, but I'm not interested in waiting around to see what happens because the fact that we have Zab. So I simply pushed it from January 1st to December 1st. And now I just, your call is very, very appreciative because now I want to learn as much as I can. And I was talking to Krista today. Krista's already a Ruby, Ryan, on our team in Zap. So she, we got a lot of people that are hungry, and I want you to just kind of give an opening statement to what I'm sharing and what you've seen about Zab. But before you do, I do want to say, you know, I truly believe in this industry, and I'm in this industry full time. And you know, when you go through a time like we're going through, I think it's incredible what's happening with XRP because XRP is like $2 and change right now. It's so low compared to where it's going to be in 2026. So you have all these things going where we have someone that just signed up about a week ago. He already put in three 2,000 packs on his team, on our team. And those people don't even know right now how strong they're going to be as we grow the next 1, 2, 3, 6, and 12 months. So Ryan, I'm going to go back and forth with you, and
Sure. Yeah.
I'd love we can open up for
Uh-huh.
Q&A after you talk. I
Okay,
usually
gladly.
do it where people raise their hand so I can kind of do it in order, and then we'll go from there.
Excellent. Well, everyone, thank you so much for being here today with us. I'm really honored to have such great leadership and just the amount of connections that we've made coming into Zab is just it's I've never seen anything like this. And I'm over here in Bali, Indonesia, and last night when I was speaking to someone on I think it was John, excuse me, was on the call here last night with a few of you. But anyways, I said basically this is the perfect storm, and at that time it's like thunder and lightning was coming down in Bali at that moment right there. And yes, we've gone through a lot. I feel for all of your pain that we've gone through with BitHarvest. I've been full-time living off of cryptocurrency now for nearly 16 years. Started with a company called Bit Club Network. I actually am the one that brought Joby Weeks into Bit Club Network a long time ago. And just looking back at that, for you all that may know his name, but he was really, really big into Bit Club. And the point is that I've been an off and on Bitcoin miner for nearly 16 years now. And Bit Harvest in Bitcoin, I think, is just a ramp up. Is I think it's just a something that is a trial run before we move into the XRP. What is to come with XRP? And um, I really, like you said, John, I really believe in the network marketing space, and we really only have to win one time when it comes to cryptocurrency. And I've been blessed to, get in Ethereum back in the day for $20 a coin, and did very well in that. I'm sure a lot of you have had success in network marketing and cryptocurrency, whether you hit a meme coin or you got into coin early. So I've been there. I've seen those big ups and I've seen these big downs in the industry. I remember a few years ago, I put a lot of money into Pulse Chain with Richard Hart because I just wanted out of network marketing. I was like, I am done with network marketing. And, with what do you call that coin that Richard Hart's part of? Hex, right? And that thing just plummeted down to zero. And I truly believe that everything that's happening with XRP right now, that we are at the verge right now with XRP, that is going to really take off. And I really foresee that XRP, this is the last time they're going to be able to suppress this here at this $2 limit. I think this is the final thing. We're seeing a lot of money flowing into these ETFs, more so than Bitcoin. The numbers are there. And one conversation I want to reflect on that just took place about 2 days ago is we had a gentleman that just came on board with us that works for IBM Quantum Computing. Okay. And 2 days before I had this call with this guy that works at IBM Quantum Computing, I saw an interview. There's this guy, this body language expert, and he was, it's kind of fun to watch that. And he was talking to this gentleman where he was analyzing this guy at this AI convention. And the question came up about this AI bubble taking place right now. And what's interesting about this AI bubble that's taking place on a global scale right now is basically you have these big tech companies getting on board on quantum computing, AI, all these big things out there, right? And these companies are sending billions of dollars back and forth, where there's NVIDIA to Facebook to IBM to all these companies to support the stocks right now, because in the infrastructure, the thing is, and the reason why we're going to experience this AI bubble is because they can't build the infrastructure, the data centers, putting together the resources, the raw minerals, or whatever it takes to make this whole entire AI movement right now. And Russia has already called the bluff of the U.S. moving towards and eliminating their debt. Jay, if you could just mute out on your end right there on that one, be appreciated. So what I foresee happening is that the U.S. Can you mute Jay out there, John? I
Yeah.
think that's the one. We'll get a little background noise on Jay. Thank you. Is that the U.S. is going to have to move very quickly to switching over to this system, moving into XRP more so than I think even Bitcoin. And I'm watching like Michael Saylor nowadays. I'm like, oh, I was really supportive of Bitcoin, but with the mining difficulty, as you guys have seen, and the need to constantly just upgrade the mining equipment, that just becomes just a rat race and just nonstop putting money into more Bitcoin mining and stuff like we experience over at BitHarvest. And thank goodness I've been involved now. I'm 12 or 13 days away, and I'm going to show you guys my back office on this call so you can see the substantial growth that we have had over at XRP. And I'm going to also show you how much money I made at BitHarvest in a year and a half, which was $250,000 before we get, and you'll see the math on this, why it wasn't $250,000 in about 17 months, and how the growth is compared, because it just blows it out of the water. And I think as we're sharing this story and educating people about cryptocurrency and XRP and this opportunity, it's very, very important. And I describe this as a bullet train going through a mountainside and popping out on the other side is how I see this. And I see on this side of the mountain, we see all where the world's at today. The gas is the XRP, the bullet train is XAB, and the reality is I think we only need about a year and a half, a year to 2 year tops window to get through the other side where it's just going to be substantial wealth. And I'm speaking from past experience, whether it's Bitcoin back in the day or Ethereum as well. So now the biggest thing when it comes to these companies, let's talk about the security, because this is the most important thing. I know this is just like you can feel it in your stomach, right? It's that that we want something that's going to last for the long time. And so I'm sure a lot of you have had the opportunity to understand in dive into Rayhan's past, the CEO of our company. But his last company lasted 5.5 years in a binary compensation plan. It was revolving around a crypto. This is back when there was only 300 cryptocurrencies in the market back then, and now we're up to 30 million plus different cryptocurrencies in the world. And so he did everything he can. I applaud him for this, but he created like 15 apps to support this currency that he had created within that system, and it was in a binary compensation plan. I personally won't touch. I've come down to very strict criteria when it comes to companies that I am part of, and I like to really stay focused on the company. You're not going to see me jumping around. I know there's things out there like Wi-Fi going on right now, and there's these other ecosystems, and there's others little smart contract money games and stuff like this, BitNest, and not speaking badly about any of these. They're good opportunities. But when it comes to growth, it comes down to simple duplication. And one thing I love about this company is what we're doing with AI, the ability for us to brand our people. And I told the people back in working with Jan Gregory over at Bit Harvest, I was like, we have got to uplift the people. We have got to uplift all the people that are building this. And I was showing them examples of the AI technology. But it's really important for a company to support its people with proper, what's the word, identification, or what do you call this? Where you praise the people that are building the company, and also, going back to Rayhan right here. I really, when I met him in Barcelona, I just got back from Barcelona and London this past week. I spent a lot of time front and center. I was right next to Rayhan at the very front of the center here. And so I really got a chance to know Rayhan, and also had a chance to also be close to Jack as well. And I could really feel the transparency, and I felt very trusting with this gentleman. And I've gone to the Bit Harvest office 2 times, and I really, it felt good in the office, but I didn't never had the opportunity to really sit down with the owners of the company and really feel the genuineness like I experienced with Rayhan. And I even had a good call last night, late night, till 1 o'clock in the morning with Rayhan also yesterday. And he learned a lot from his mistakes in his previous company that he ran for 5.5 years. And he paid back all of his investors in that platform. I think they made over 100 millionaires, which that's a lot of millionaires in a company right there. And one thing that Rayhan said to me, he says, Ryan, there's a lot of people out there doing a whole bunch of different things. But he said that with his previous company, the people that really focused are the ones that just came out and became millionaires right there. And so um, I'm dedicated to working with this. I'm dedicated to working with all of you. You can take my WhatsApp number down and add me on Facebook. I really look at this time right now as a time for us to connect more deeper and more in the transparency, and in seeing how people are promoting this, and in really learning from one another, and sharing people's success out there and everything. So I what a question I asked the other day is to Rayhan was yesterday was how are we working with? We're working with IBM quantum computing, okay, and we are working with Google as well. And this is so that's really powerful right there. And let me see what else. I'm sorry, I just got going on. A lot to talk about here. Um, And so it's obvious that AI plays a role can play a role in arbitrage. In that we're seeing a lot of different platforms out there using AI to help them make calculated trades as well. I know you all know there's a lot of different forex companies out there and people that have gotten sick of the industry and moved to trading also too. And this is an opportunity right now with us moving now into forex with all of this, where we can actually, I'm not sure if you're all aware of this, but we can actually onboard these traders that may have different organizations and different companies that they're working with, but to bring them into XAB just to copy, use their trading over here and attract a whole bunch of new followers. But we can set this up where you're getting an override on those big, via smart contract, where you're getting an override on all those traders right there. Okay. Um, I have grown my business. I personally have probably sponsored nearly 100 people into this business right now. And I believe that people should get involved, at least with a small amount, and get their feet wet in this, and then teaching the simple duplication process of getting to that 500 level and finding 3 people that can come up to that 500 level as well, right there, to start partaking in the team bonus. I built my team of 100 people. You may ask, how did you recruit 100 people into this, right? And all I did was is put on my stories on WhatsApp and Telegram, because I wasn't even on Facebook when I started growing this. I'm not on Instagram. I'm on Twitter and LinkedIn also, but I'm back on Facebook now so we can connect there. But all I did was every single day I put posts on my story on Telegram and also WhatsApp. I did that once a day, and within 24 hours, I would follow up and see who had seen those all my stories. I just send a message and say, "Are you paying attention to what's happening with XRP?" And that was my way of recruiting 100 people into this organization. John, I'll go ahead, go back to you just to take some water and coffee here, and go ahead.
No, that's great, Ryan. And you brought up two things right there. If you can explain to everyone, unlike a typical binary system, how many of those 100 people are direct to you? What is your strategy? Definitely, I know you're going to talk about it because you're going to show your back office, but I was blown away at the compensation plan when you build a team. But it's definitely different. This is a different comp plan than I've seen. I've been through a lot of comp plans. So that's
Mhm.
the first one. And then the second one, you alluded to it. But do you, when you're building teams, if you didn't put them all direct to you, what is your strategy on that?
Yes, great question. So the first thing is when I first heard that we had to have 3 legs, I was like, oh man, 3 legs. And really that I'm actually really happy that it is how it's set up. I really look at this compensation plan that Rayhan did a beyond genius job of making this compensation plan. And he put 3 years into making this business. He put a lot of thought from all of his previous experiences to come up with Indian people are really good at calculating things. I think he's from India or whatever, but he really did a genius job of making this compensation plan. And my favorite, so I'm not a fan of binaries, but I am a fan of unilevel compensation plans. And within in this, it's my favorite kind of compensation plan because unless you come in with a bigger package, and it's funny because when I was looking at XAB, I was considering coming in at 11 XRP. I had $16,000 of XRP laying around at that time, and I was contemplating whether to come in at 11 and just like what I did with Bit Harvest. I came in with a $100 miner, and then I made a decent amount of money with that company. And using this as a case example because Bit Harvest was my focus at that time. And so when I looked at 11, and then I just went all in. I went all in and put all 16,000. And I'm not telling you guys whatsoever to go ahead and put that in. I want to be very clear. People should always do their due diligence and do what's comfortable with. But when I saw that Rayhan had a company for 5.5 years, I thought to myself, I'm sure he can at least pull this off for 2.5 years right here. But I want to think longer term. So, I think this is going to be around for the next 5 years. The reality is again, back to that bullet train going through the mountain. I really feel that we only need 2 years to get to that other side. Okay, so back to the compensation plan here. What I encourage you all to do is get a second position in this. first of all. Okay. And what I did was I signed up my daughter. She's 13 years old. And my personal goal is to turn my daughter into a millionaire before she's 16 years old. And I truly believe that I can accomplish this. And I've made I've done very well in cryptocurrency in the past, so I know what I'm capable of doing with great leadership like you all here today. And so get that second position right there. The reason why you want to get that second position right there is well, first of all, I want to say again, back to this is my favorite kind of compensation plan is because every single person that you bring in for 11 XRP is going to unlock a level deep underneath you, right? You bring in one person, and unlocks the level. You bring a second person, and unlocks the second level. I like that because it motivates us, whether you're a big or small builder, to go ahead and stay. I don't want people to lose money. And I've seen some people on my team that didn't build this correctly and they lost money. So we really want to help you understand how to stay ahead of this of the compensation. I want to see anyone lose money in this because it's not like the money has compression. The money goes up to us. I just don't want to see you get people lose money. That makes no sense. But the company makes more money in that case, right? So when you and as you're recruiting, the cream of the crop is going to rise to the top, and eventually you're going to have at least two people underneath you that are really going to run with this opportunity right here. So look at those three legs as two of those people are those two people that of your top three legs. But then you want to have that third position right there. And right now, as you'll see in my back office, my daughter is my third biggest position. Okay, so she's a yacht club member also underneath me too. And now once you build out, because I've got like I think 40 something people on my front lines, then what I did was after I was able to go ahead and make that to be 20 levels deep on that first position, I then started supporting, I started building out my daughter, and now she's got like 50 something people or whatever it is underneath her right now, and we're maximized on the depth on that. And I'm not telling you put a whole bunch of money even into that position. Just plant the seed where you have 11 XRP. And then what's nice about this, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of the transition, is getting to that 500. It's very important for us to get to that 500 XRP because that leadership pool, which you'll see in my back office, it is massive. It's massive amounts of that's where the big money's at right there. Okay. So go ahead, John.
I was, while you're talking about that, can you just so you answered my question, at least I can see, because there's 20 levels of comp that everyone, as they're building, should go at least 20 wide on their first level, correct?
Yes, and I know that seems like a lot of people. And how we can compensate for this, obviously, is to come in with a bigger package. Obviously, if you have a 2000 XRP package, you're getting paid 10 levels deep right there.
Hmm. Right. And then, correct. But I mean, what is a 10? It's 11 XRP is the minimum. That's like 20 something dollars. I feel like the barrier to entry is very low with this company in a good way,
Yeah,
right?
you're
So
right.
I feel like 20 is, it doesn't have to be done in a month or two. It could be, take your time, but I definitely like that. And can you explain? So, and you answered the question about the having a family account. I love that. And but I know I'm getting the question all the time about Sonic. Can you can you cover that before we jump into your back office?
About what? I'm sorry.
Sonic,
Oh,
about
Sonic.
going
Okay.
Sonic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, Sonic is awesome. Okay, so
I'll bring
Sonic.
this slide up.
Yeah, sure. So Sonic, this is like I've got people that come in with 11 XRP, for example, and when they come in and they bring in double the amount of XRP in sales directly to them, they go into the Sonic mode, which is double the amount of XRP right away every single hour. For 45 days, you're getting paid double the amount of XRP every single hour right there, 6 days a week, starting today. Okay, so and from my experience, when the small person has seen I'll just say when they come in small, or whatever, when they see that right there, that wow, I'm already in Sonic mode. This, from what I've noticed, is this is the first thing where they start really seeing the potential of the company right there. So yeah, Sonic mode is something to really get. I want to really stress the importance of the 90-day, excuse me, the first 30 days on this, like the fast start bonus on here. I just don't think people should come into this and sit on the sidelines and just say, okay, well, I'm just going to test the system to see how it goes. There's too much good stuff taking place when people really start working within that first 30 days right there. And they're hitting Sonic very quickly, especially if they come in with a small amount, because then you only need 22 XRP, for example, underneath you in volume for that small person to go ahead and hit Sonic mode right there. Right?
Yep. So someone comes in at a 500 XRP pack, just to keep it simple, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
they sign up two people underneath them that each get 500. Now they're Sonic. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct right there. Hmm.
Okay. Just want to make sure everyone understands. Example. So 100 XRP pack, they have two people come in. You need two people, right? Or is it just it could be one person that has all that billing?
It can just be one person. It can just be one person. I know that if you come in, I believe also with the 500, and then you bring in just one person with 500. I think this kicks. I'm pretty sure that this is how it's set up. Which is matching what you put in. You're in Sonic mode also right there.
Awesome. Yep.
Hmm.
Great.
So,
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
right.
Can we dive into your back office so you can
Yeah, let's do that.
show
Let's
this?
do that.
And then we'll open up to some questions. Then we'll come back to, we'll go back and forth, right?
Sure. Yes, let's go ahead and go here. So we have this. And let's go to Chrome here. All right. So,
Ooh, Ryan,
yes.
actually, when you hit refresh, because we are Finland time, every Tuesday we have to update or enable our bots, right?
Yeah.
Well, well, guess what? We can do it right now because it's already Tuesday in Finland.
Yeah, I was going to do it before this call, but that's good. I'd rather be with you guys than activating these bots right now. So we'll do that together, though. All right. So I'm on my dashboard of my primary account right here. And I just put some money into the forex thing here yesterday. We definitely want to start helping people until the 7th. They've extended this 30-day, excuse me, this 30% bonus going into the forex system. So that's pretty exciting right there. We have a few days to just help everyone learn how to do this and go through those steps right there. And I can teach you all how to do that as well. We have right here, you can see that there's 13,177 XRP, for example, there. And we'll go ahead and scroll down to the bottom right here. So let's see, I think 6 people have already joined me this morning. We have here just past over 950,000, 951,000 XRP. And this again, I'm about 13 days away from hitting my 90-day mark. I'm going to be withdrawing my money, my bonus at that time. And I'm trying to hit Crown Diamond by that time, but we'll see what happens here. So one thing I'm not sure if you guys are aware of is you can actually click on your 90-day volume here. So at the very bottom, they just added this about a week or so ago. You can click on 90-day volume at the bottom right here. And this is a way to look and see how many days you have left in your 90-day period. So 12 days from now, that's when I'll claim my team bonus. You can see here, uh, and it's interesting looking at these smaller numbers right here because this is when I think people were in a lot of shock about what was taking place over at BitHarvest. But I'm just going to kind of scroll down so you guys can see the amount of XRP because there's some pretty good sized days. And I really feel that this is just the beginning right here of the XRP. We're going to see some. I mean, I foresee hundreds of thousands of dollars, 100+ thousand dollar days coming very shortly. 51,000, 20 something thousand, whatever. But this is my 90 days right here so far. Looking pretty good right there. Here is my packages. Let's just see. We've got to activate these guys, right? So when it comes to activating the packages, I really don't give much attention to this. I don't. If you want some explanation of what these packages are, you can. Excuse me. The different algorithms for the trading and stuff, for example. You can go ahead and look at the white paper. If you haven't seen the white paper, I'll make sure that I get this over to John, and you guys can learn the difference. But the reality is you really can't predict what the markets are doing. So I don't give this any thought when it comes to these different algorithms right here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you'll see that I already had a 1,000, excuse me, a 2,000 XRP package already capped out. Um, we've got our airdrops obviously in the back office. So I've made over 2,000 XRP with this, making about close to half an XRP every single hour with these different bots right here. What was funny is when I first joined this company, I had no idea that this claim team bonus was there. And I didn't even log into that for the first 2 weeks and click on that claim bonus. Ash finally shared with me where this was at, and I was like, "Oh!" And when I scrolled down, I noticed that I was already at ambassador. I was already at ambassador 5 or 10. I forgot which one right there, but that's one thing I really love about this is that it's very easy to move up the ranks in this. If you compare how difficult the bit harvest compensation plan was compared to this, there's no comparison. And so I was hoping I'd be Black Diamond. Now, what's interesting about this is you can see that I have 100 to hit diamond. It's 100,000 XRP right there. And if I hit that claim button right now, you'll see that I can withdraw 55,316 XRP. It's not going to be. I should be Black Diamond any day right now. And the nice thing about that is going to move me from 12% up to 13%, which that's going to be a nice little boost of that 53,000 XRP right there. And you can see that with Crown Diamond, it's a million XRP right there. And I'm nearly at a million XRP. That's a lot of XRP. I mean, that's over $2 million right there. But let's scroll up right here. I want to just going back to the compensation plan and speaking about the three positions. What's really cool about this is here we go. We've got these two top positions right here. 357, 440. But then there's my daughter at 53,000 XRP, and my goal is to go ahead and get my daughter above all this. You guys are in one of the top teams in that top team right there. I believe you're actually in the second team here. This is Alfie's team right there, Healings Nation for All. So all these other accounts, the fourth account, down to these 40 people, what happens is that all these numbers add up right here. Even though there's sidelined to Isla, my daughter right there, all that volume compiles to help calculate this number right here. So if I continue going wide on this account, which I'm not going to because I don't need to, I'm just going to keep supporting my daughter's position right there. It's all going to compile to help continue raise that percentage here. So, John, do you have any other questions about the back office with this?
No, this is phenomenal. I mean, 55,000 XRP. I mean, if it was 55,000 United States dollars, that would be nice, but you're above that. That's incredible and when is your bonus? You said 12 days from now?
Yeah, I'm 12 or 13 days right now. I can't wait to do that
Wow.
video. That's going to be some good motivation for people right there, seeing
Yes,
that withdrawal take place right there, right? Over,
absolutely.
can someone do the math on that? 55,316 times what's XRP at today?
Um, I don't know. Does anyone throw that out there?
About 210, I think. Around that.
So
$2 and can someone do the
it's a
math on that?
I
What's
got
50?
116,000.
I got an
106.
alert earlier that was like 204, 203, but that was earlier today. It might have gone. It's constantly moving anyway, so
106,000.
It's only
Yeah,
106,000?
Yeah, it's at 202 right now. I just checked it.
202.
202.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, 202.
okay. So this number then is at 55,316 times 202 is how much now?
Well, actually here I put the 2 cents in. It's $107,060. 107,06. So I can put it in the chat.
Yeah, very nice. So what I'm going to do with this money when I withdraw this money is my goal is to have a substantial amount of money into the Forex side of things. Here I'm going to show you guys how we access the Forex, and I'm just kind of learning about this right now. I've been able to go through it myself, but these next few days, I want to become a master of this and helping people partake in the Forex system. Again, people are going to only need $10 to partake in the Forex system. But I think that people should probably put at least $100 into this. Let's go to my profile, for example, right here. There's my phone number and everything for you guys. If you'd like to reach out to me. Now, when we're bringing people into the Forex system, one thing I had to do in this was my last name was showing as XAB, and my I'm not sure how this is looking in your back office, but my first and my last name was under my first name, and this said XAB under last name. You're going to want to correct this. You're going to want to get your gender right, make sure that your country's right, and then just updating your information, and feel free to put a withdrawal address in there. They don't work with centralized exchanges, so I personally use Exodus is what I work with. I like that wallet right there. And then what you do is once you have this information saved, you see where it says Forex ID right there in the top right corner right there. Okay. You're going to just click on that Forex ID right there and make sure that you don't have your VPN on. Okay, that's one thing. If you have a VPN on, it's going to take you to a white screen right there, and then boom, you can log into this. This is all pretty new to me. Let's log in and take a look at it. I don't know much about this system yet, but getting educated here this week. And so this is what this looks like right here. Okay, so I put $1,200 only into this so far, but what my game plan is, once I pull out this $100,000, I want to probably put at least $25,000-$30,000 into this trading, and I want to start focusing on Forex as well. Not that I'm deviating from XRP into this, but this is, I think the potential of the trading system is going to be massive personally for us. And also with the team building is going to be really, really powerful as well, because our genealogy in XAB obviously transfers over to this. And I'll help you guys get this set up. Take a note on this, because Ash shared this with me. You want to do a leverage of, they give you options for your leverage. You can see that I have 1 to 300, 1 to 3 right there. So that's what he advised me to do, was this 1 to 3 ratio here for this social trading. We're definitely going to have some training videos coming out, which will show you how to take care of this process. And we have 5 or 6 more days left of that 30% bonus going into this. Go ahead, John.
Got it. No, thank you. It's awesome. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, we'll definitely spend time on Forex on another call, just because I'm sure
For
this
sure.
group is just learning about Zab right now. So we'll stick with Zab. But thank you for giving them the vision of that.
Yeah,
And can I,
let's go ahead.
oh, I was going to say, well, as Ryan says, what he's going to say, if you could just hit raise hand, I'm just going to start doing some Q&A. I want people to be able to ask questions, get to know Ryan better, pick his
How,
brain.
how do we raise our
Um,
hand?
uh, Underneath the react button, I believe it is. Um, yeah, go to react, and then it says raise hand.
Oh,
There we go. But go ahead, Ryan. Why don't you ask, and then I'll start having people.
yeah, go ahead, Raymond.
Okay.
Okay. So I did see the presentation. I understand that it's arbitrage trading that is going on behind the scenes. That's how the company is making money for all of us. But are we being paid out in XRP? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes, that's one thing I really love about this company, is because when we're looking at these numbers, USDT doesn't excite me as much as XRP. I love the fluctuation, I love the moodiness of it. Just the flow of cryptocurrency. So our commissions are in XRP, and our daily earnings with the arbitrage are also in XRP.
Okay. And with the Forex side of things, is that going to be like an automated trading platform or are we actually trading our own funds that you're
So
aware of?
Yeah, so yeah, I'm definitely getting educated on this right now, Raymond. But they're calling this social trading. There is some copy trading involved in this. So you're following a trader, you're gonna be able to copy their moves with the market all through the day. So I'm not sure exactly what this looks like right there. I don't know if they have, John, maybe you know that if they have something where they're just trading your money and you don't have to do anything at all. But there's going to be and I've heard some success stories about this. I heard one lady had put in $10,000. I think her name was Lori, and she made over $1,300 in one day, which is not bad. That's not, I mean, I'm happy if we do, 15, 20% is a month. That's what I'm striving for. But from what I've seen, what I've heard, some people have done really, really good on those trades right now so far.
Yeah, $1,300 in the forex market is not unheard of in a day, and some people make that in an hour. Um,
Yes.
yeah, exactly. Uh,
Well, and
and
this is
go ahead. I have one more question, but go ahead
sure.
and
I mean, this is why Ash tells me, he's like, he just keeps calling me. He's like, Ryan, this Forex thing is going to be so huge and it's for life. So we're going to, I think it's going to be a really big part of this company.
okay. And all I have, I went ahead and purchased. Yeah, all I had was like $25. So I purchased the $11 or 11 XRP yeah package, and it says purchased, and I don't have to do anything. What do I have to do to every Tuesday or every Monday for me because I'm in Texas.
I'm really happy the company made this transition because here I had to alert my girlfriend, hey, sweetheart, who are sleeping at 2 o'clock in the morning. I have to log in and hit this bot thing, and just a heads up, my alarm's going like that was annoying right there, right? Like no one wants to deal with that at all, or have a partner that has to do that right there. So now we've moved from a 5 day, before this was 5 days of trading. Now we're moving to 6 days of trading, and we have a 24-hour window on every Tuesday. And so if you don't hit that bot right here, what happens is the company takes the profit. If you don't hit it on Tuesday within that 24-hour period, the company is taking the profits. I know that seems harsh, but you've got 24 hours right there. It's not the end of the world if you don't hit it for that week, obviously, but there's no reason to miss out on that money. You got 24 hours. So I don't think any of us here are going to miss that unless something, happened or something. So yeah.
That's
Okay,
great, Ryan.
so when I log into my back office, all I do have to is there a button that says hit me basically?
So all you have to do is you go to your packages in your back office and just click on the little robot. You're going to have your three choices, alpha, delta, omega. Just go ahead and roll the dice, choose one of those, and submit it right there. And then every hour, you're going to see that XRP come into you 6 days a
Ah,
week.
Okay, I remember the
Six
robot.
days.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. No problem. Okay.
all right. Just want to say one thing to Raymond too, that it was it was such a pain in the butt, Ryan, what you said about that. So the fact that at 5 p.m. Monday till 5 p.m. Tuesday Eastern time now. So I'm just going to make sure everyone I brought in, I'm going to be texting them Monday night. Did you do your
Yeah.
bot? Because it doesn't impact the upline if you do or do not do your bots. That's on you. But I don't want anyone losing out on a week's worth of airdrops.
Definitely not.
So,
I mean, that's very minimum effort to go ahead and make this money,
yes,
triple, quadruple your XRP. And really, I wish that even if Bit Harvest, for example, had just one little activity we had to do right there once a week, just to keep people engaged, because I had so many people on my team at Bit Harvest that I didn't hear from them for 6 months, a year later. You're right, and
right.
if they had to do just one little click, I definitely would have just that little dopamine hit, whatever you want to call it, right there. That engagement, it would have really strengthened our team and our communication between all of us, which is very, very important.
Absolutely. All right, Ahmad, you're up, sir.
Yeah, so my question is kind of a question and kind of a action item, if you can help me with this, Ron. I can see what my team is. I can see how many folks are direct to me. I can see that people under me have signed up people. I can see them, but I can also see whether they're active or inactive. So I've got a number of people who are not direct to me, right? So they're one level below me, that are inactive, but I have no idea who they are, and I don't have a way to reach out to them. My assumption is they don't know how to move XRP into the system. They probably, don't understand. Okay, what do I need to do? Is there a way, or is there an action that we can take collectively as a team that would allow us to reach out to all of our folks? I think I've got like my directs. I've got like 30 something people direct to me.
Nice. Good
Um,
job. Good job, brother.
is there a way to get some comms inside of my team?
Well, what I'd recommend is looking under your tree and seeing who has these people underneath them that are not active right there.
I can't see it.
Okay, well, just so I understand you correctly, so you're saying that you don't even know the person that you directly sponsored that's active that has people underneath them that are not active?
Correct.
Oh,
I
good for
can
you. It's
see
nice.
I can see my 30 people, right? Right. So you get two options when you go to team. You go to team and you get the full team, or you can go to direct and you can get your directs. So when I go to my directs are good to go. But then when I go to my full team, there's like 8 or 10 people who are inactive. So, right, so they're not direct to me. So again, this is assumption. They must be under somebody. But I don't know who those folks are, and I don't have a way to reach out to them.
I see. So a good way of looking at this is, Ahmad, is if you look under the tree instead of looking at you clicking the direct and I definitely think that they should have, like right now you can search your tree by username but it doesn't tell you who sponsored those people, for example, right? This is important for us to be able to see who's above so we know how to connect with these people a little bit more easily. So I'm definitely going to make that suggestion right there. If you guys have any other suggestions, also please get those over to me so I can escalate that. We're constantly making updates in the back office. But what I would recommend doing is looking into go to tree view and then go start looking at, you said you have 30 people on your front line, 30 plus people?
Yes.
Great job. That's amazing. So go under each of these and then yeah, and just when you have time,
Yeah,
you want to.
I've tried it. I don't know. I don't know if my fingers are too fat. I'm unable. Right. I see people who are active. I can see where it'll say like this person is active, and it looks like they've got at least one person under them, but I can't do anything. I can't click. I can't see who that person is. I get no more info other than the folks who are direct to me.
I see. And the company is not going to provide the contact information moving forward of these people. A lot of people they like to have anonymity. Is that the right word? Anonymity, right? With what they're doing in cryptocurrency. So I think I have a lot of people that sign up on my link and they're just kicking the tires. They're not, well, they're just there. They took free positions. I don't know why people do this and not do anything. But I would, if you go to your tree view, I like how they do this where it has your people in your green on the left side of the line right there, your active members, and then you can see under these individuals the people on the right there, and maybe once a week or whatever it is, go through your genealogy and start looking at these people and analyzing your team members again to make sure that they're not losing money, but also taking a look and see, if you see someone that has quite a few people, notifying your downline that you are in contact with and just saying, hey, let's take a look at these people that are free members right now and find out why they haven't pulled the trigger on this yet. But I think it'll be easier once we can see who the upline is, Ahmad. I'm definitely going to make where we can actually see when you search for someone's name in the system, see who their sponsor is right there. So I agree with you there. Make it easier to access those people.
Yep. All right. Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you. Richard.
Yeah. Hi, how you doing today? Thanks for coming on
Thank
here
you.
talking to us.
Thank
I
you.
wanted to see if you could elaborate a little bit more on the marketing strategy in the very beginning when you started out. You said that you were posting things. Now, these homemade videos, what did you cover in them? Were they like short, like 1 minute videos? Could you elaborate a little bit more, give me more details on that?
Yes, most definitely. So we have two AI marketing teams working for XAB right now. One of mine is God bless him. He's out of Africa, Uganda or something. I forget which country he's down there. He's worked for me for quite a little while here, and I actually paid for his college for him to get educated on AI. He's so passionate about this. I'm so happy for him. Uh, he has braces now because of the work he's done for me and correcting his teeth and doing great things. But he's really passionate about what he's doing to help people in AI, and he's making beautiful videos. So we have our African, we have my and what I'm doing is I'm working on. I want to put a lot a decent amount of my money towards helping you all brand yourself more with AI. I've never seen a company using so much AI in conveying a message as clearly as we're able to do over at XAB. And so right now, we are if you'd like a custom video made, like a minute 15 second, we want to keep them short for these videos. The cost is $60. I would really recommend you all to get that video made. All we
Well,
need is
sign me up right now.
there you go. There you go.
That's that's what I need.
This is where you're going to see a lot. You're going to make that money back in commissions, obviously. And one thing I was doing is when people came in with 2,000 XRP packages, I was just paying for their video. It's just a gift for them. So that's how I was. One thing I was doing for my people right there. Excuse me. Another thing that we're doing is we're
Pleasure.
breaking these now. I would really recommend that. So we'll get you a video made. All I need is two things. A copy, just a good selfie of you. Okay, so take a close-up selfie, not to the side, so the AI can generate that for you. And also a screenshot of you in your back office of your QR code. So at the end of that video, we're gonna have your sign-up link and people will be able to scan that QR code at the end of the video as well right there. Okay.
John, do we have, well, we already have somebody, who's that, Krista, that's doing the marketing stuff already. Maybe we could have somebody organize that for the team.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Let's talk with Krista. And
It,
thank you,
it
Ryan.
takes
That's awesome.
Yeah, it takes us about 24 to 48 hours. We also have a team in Pakistan that the company hired as well, making beautiful videos too. And what I'll do for you all, this is one thing I do for my team members. If you once you do that video, I'm gonna upload it onto my YouTube channel. You guys, I'll give you my contact information, my YouTube, so you can see all the videos that we're doing. But I'm driving traffic to with your links, your information in the video as well. And I'm just and then what I'm doing is I'm looping these videos also. So when people start watching them, it's feeding into one video after another right there. I'm doing a lot of SEO in there with keywords, XAB, XRP, Ripple, AI, what else? Uh, whatever, right? So I'll help drive traffic for you if you once you go ahead and get that. Another thing that I'm going to be doing, excuse me, another thing that the AI marketing team is doing is we're actually for this is how it is right now. For $10, they're making per video. So if you give them $50, we'll give you 5 different videos, all done in AI. If you want to come up with a concept or something like these are 15 second, like 10 to 15 second long videos for $10. Not bad, right? And just take these videos, create a file on your phone is what I do. XAB, and I take these videos and I always have them in a file on my phone, easy accessible. And persistence and consistency. This is how I had a lot of success marketing, is putting those little short videos into our stories on Telegram, Instagram if you want, Facebook, WhatsApp, right there. Even if it's the same videos every single day, mix that with maybe some headlines of some XRP. But I guarantee you're going to have success with that right there.
Oh, thank you. That's exactly what I needed.
Yeah, I can't wait to see your AI video. It's going to be
Me too.
awesome. So, most
Yeah,
definitely.
Ryan, I'll for those of you that are new on the team, I have an AI. Thanks to Ryan, I have an AI video. It's awesome. It's 1 minute. I've been using it for signing up people. It works, most importantly. But you guys see, Richard, he looks like a badass though. He's going to be interesting on the AI, right, Ryan?
Yeah, if you have a superhero that you want, if it's Iron Man, if it's Incredible
Yeah.
Hulk, whatever you want to turn into, I mean, these guys can make some really cool. I mean, for $60, that's a awesome marketing tool right there.
Definitely. Um, Ahmad, I see you're still on here. And just to answer your question, I'm in your account here. And I just looked, I went down because you're underneath Erica, under Brian Langley. And so I went down here and I started clicking, and here's Rory. And then there it is. You're right, someone's inactive, but it's a tree view. So all you have to do is contact Rory. The company's not going to give you this person, John,
Yeah, yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
Sherman.
yeah. I think when after Ryan said that, I went on TreeView and I think I was able to find it. I think I know who I
Beautiful.
need to contact. Yeah, that guy John is actually he's waiting for his money to clear through Coinbase. I think
Okay,
yeah, it's his first time ever doing anything with crypto, so he'll be onboarded here shortly.
got it. And I'm glad you brought that up, Ahmad. So Ryan, and at the bottom of this screen, it says only decentralized XRP addresses are allowed. Can you
Right.
explain why the company will not withdraw to Coinbase or Crypto.com? I use Exodus as well. The withdrawals from XIB are flawless, they're fast, but Exodus is not centralized. So can you share why they do that?
No, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, everyone should be using a decentralized wallet. And John, also, we can discuss what I'm really working on right now at the company. It's really exciting, is working with these the cryptocurrency debit card. I can touch base on this if you like as well within this, if you want to
yeah,
touch base on that,
yeah,
because obviously the ability to spend your XRP is really, really important right there, right? And when I'm going to do another screen share in a second here, because again, I've lived in Bali here for a year and a half. I absolutely love it over here, being in my little bubble here, and I like to be, and I live off of cryptocurrency, so I've got to be able to spend cryptocurrency, and so. What I'm going to touch base on right now is a cryptocurrency debit card that I'm working on bringing into the XRP platform. Okay. And if you want to take a note, there's a company called, just take a few notes right here. The first thing is there's a company called cryptospace.com. Okay. Cryptospace.com. And cryptospace.com is ran by my friend who's the CEO of that company. His name is Ernesto Huerta, Huerta, Ernesto Huerta. If you go into cryptospace.com and you look on the board of the company, there's a gentleman, and his name is Roger Ver. Okay. If you don't know who Roger Ver is, Roger Ver is the creator of, this is a beautiful moment that happened last week. Roger Ver is the head of Bitcoin Cash. Okay. He's basically a billionaire in cryptocurrency. He also helped fund Coinbase. Okay. And it was funny because I've been friends with Roger Ver for over 10 plus years now. And Roger, it was funny because when I was over in Barcelona with Ernesto Huerta, who Roger Ver is on the board of his company right there. Okay. I messaged Roger and told him what we were doing over at Ripple, excuse me, with XRP. And he messaged me back and said that I didn't know this. He was the second financier. Definitely go to Wikipedia and bring up Roger Ver. He just had to pay $50 million to be exonerated from Spain to the United States government recently. Thank goodness he's free of that. He's paid $50 million, which is nothing compared to what he's worth. That's a lot of money, right? Freedom is priceless. So what's happening right now is that I'm going to go back to the screen share and show you guys something, because if you're in cryptocurrency, chances are you're probably on Telegram. Okay, yes, he's known as Bitcoin Jesus, Karen. Yes, I don't think he came up with that, but let me go ahead and go to screen share right here. And I'm going to go to share screen here. So the reason why I'm mentioning this is because this cryptocurrency debit card is what I'm working on bringing to Zab right now. What's beautiful about this is it runs through the Telegram application. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and click on, the company is called Pin to Pay. You can go ahead and write this down right here. Pin to Pay. And, there's Alfie right there. You can see that what it does is it keeps track of all your income and expenses on Telegram using this application right here. And the card is only a one-time fee of $35. What it does is it gives you a $10 commission when you refer it, and when someone signs up, it automatically loads $10 of USDT TRC20 into your account to go ahead and do this. So And it's beautiful because look at this. For example, it says, Alfie Pinero. This guy was just invited under Granlos. This guy right here. And the thing about it is I don't even know who this Granlos guy is. If I click on Granlos, oh wait a second. Rob, that's you. I'm sorry. You can see that right there, Rob. That's you. Excuse me, not Rob. My bad, John. That's you right there. Excuse me. Right in Telegram.
Oh, that
This
wasn't
is.
me.
Oh, excuse.
No,
I see. Okay, millionaire. You see, if I click on Crypto Freedom 999, it's going to take. That's your handle, right? For no, in
no,
on
that's not
Telegram.
mine.
Okay. So you can see here, it keeps track of all your income and expenses through Telegram. But I want to share with you guys, if you see this name and write this name down, this is very important. You see it right in the middle of the screen right there, that Vitjalika gentleman right there. Okay. Vitjalika, he is the president of the only blockchain country in the world, which is Liberland, Liberland. Okay. Vitjalika. Vitjalika, the prime minister of his country. So I sponsored Vit. Vit and I have been friends for 10 years, been in Mexico, Dubai together. Vitjalika, the prime minister of his country, is Justin, the billionaire Justin Sun, the head of the Tron Foundation. Okay, so you can see now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the bottom left-hand corner. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because we are working on bringing it to where you can go ahead and tap your phone and spend. This is a virtual card. It just goes on Apple Pay and Google Pay, where you're going to be able to spend your XRP everywhere you go just by tapping your phone. Not just USDT, but spending XRP. Okay, so if I click that show detail button, it would show my card information. I've got to top up my card today. At the bottom left, you're going to see an account. I look at this as like a checking and savings account. I really got to top up this card today because I live off this card today. I'm just waiting for XRP to go up a little bit right now. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and click on the left-hand corner right here, and I'm going to go down to my team. Okay, and you can see right here, this is I now have 710 people. 7 people joined me in this cryptocurrency card in the last 24 hours. And this is, imagine getting paid on PayPal transactions, for example, 9 levels deep on all the transactions. Like when you send money to PayPal, you pay a $5 fee, like on $100. Imagine that $5 was broken up 9 levels deep, and that right there. So what Pin to Pay does is they go ahead and they charge a 2.5% top up fee. So imagine if people are bringing money from XAB platform onto their Pin to Pay card. Now you're getting paid let's say between 15 and 25% on every level underneath you as people are loading their money onto their debit cards. And there you go. You can see the president of Liberland. He's worth $300 million right now. This is public information. I'm not trying to share his finances across, but that's the president of a blockchain country. And look at this. He signed up 93 people on this right here. He did that off of one Twitter post, by the way. Basically. So this basically has become the cryptocurrency debit card of the only blockchain nation in the world. And so you got Roger Ver, you got Vitjalika, you got Justin Sun of Tron right there with everything you're doing here. So I'll just touch base on this really quickly here. If you click on referral program, okay, so there is I can claim this money again. I've just this morning I made $2.23 of people loading their cryptocurrency debit cards. But there's 3 levels with this debit card here. There's a one-time fee of $35. Again, it puts $10 on your debit card, and we refer it out. You make $10 per card. You then and you're getting paid 1 level deep on the compensation plan of card sales, and also the top. You can see you're making 15% of that 2.5% every time people add money to the card. For builders, I know there's a lot of builders on this call. You may want to, after you sign up a few people that you know that are going to do something with this platform, I would really encourage you to come up to this $250 level right here. So you pay $215 more. It brings you up this level. Now you're getting paid 5 levels deep on all card sales, and you're making 15% 5 levels deep of that 2.5% right there. Okay, so I waited about 8 months or so after having this card that I went ahead and jumped up to the pro model, which was another $1,000 on here. Now this 15% jumped up to 25%. 9 levels deep of compensation of that 2.5%. And I'm in. And just a heads up, when people upgrade to this agent, you're making $60 commissions every time people go up to that level right there. Okay. So the first one you're making $10 commissions. This one you're making like $60+ commissions. On this one, you're making $400 commissions for every single person that comes up to this level right here. 9 levels deep of compensation plan. So basically is refer 3 people, yours is free. So right now, the MOUs are done between cryptospace.com, and also we just finalized this between the CEOs of CryptoSpace and Pin2Pay. This is a Bali company right here. And now Ernesto and Roger Ver with them on CryptoSpace, we're bringing this into XRP. So you can just go ahead and it just goes onto your wallet right here. You type in wallet. You can see it'll show up as a virtual debit card right there on your phone. You can go ahead and tap it right there, obviously, as one of my cards on my phone, and you can spend cryptocurrency wherever you like in the XRP. So that's pretty exciting right there.
That's awesome, Ryan. I know I know a lot of people here under Krista and Leanne, they already are getting signed up for Pin to Pay. I know like Ahmad, you could talk to Langley about it, for example, since you're underneath. Like we're trying to honor the hierarchy of what we're doing with Zab. So if you guys just want to read like Christine, and by the way, Ryan, Christine I use Pin to Pay all the time, especially on my Amazon.com purchases. But I did a three-way text with me, you, and Christine. He
Uh-huh.
needs the customer support person because something glitched on her card. I don't want to
Okay.
I don't want to belabor it on the call here, but if you could
Sure.
look at our it was it was Telegram. If you could look at Telegram and add the customer support like you did for Krista,
Most
that
definitely.
yeah, I would appreciate that.
Yeah,
Um
and I work directly with the CEOs. There's two CEOs, two co-founders. One's in Bali, and the other guy is going all international. He's in Dubai right now, and as well. And
okay,
we can white label companies also with this. But I know it's a lot of information, but I want you all to have the tools to have as much success, and this will come into the company. It's inevitable.
that's
There's
awesome.
not a better cryptocurrency debit card in the world with all this. It's all insured, everything, and they're growing at about 30% a month right now. So, and with Roger Ver on board on this, it's going to be very, very powerful.
Awesome. Well, let's do one more. I only see one more hand. So Christine, go ahead and then we
Keep
can
them
wrap
coming.
this up. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Thanks. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hi, Christine.
Hi. Um, just wanted to ask a question. My brain is just not able to understand, so thank you for letting me ask the question. This is a great
Of
time.
course.
I am confused about if someone joins and they don't have a lot of capital and their little bot starts running out where the bar is going to be all the way to the end. And let's say they have 20 people, 20, 30 people. They've, done really good job of sales and recruiting. And if they don't have the capital to keep the little bot fed, basically, what's the solution? I mean, if you take XRP and just keep feeding the bot, then you're really not making anything. So go ahead, let me know
Well,
what I'm missing.
yeah, I understand what you're asking. So first of all, you are making something. If you got 20, 30 people, you're making a lot of commissions right there. And we are all a happy XRP family right here as a team. And I'm sure if you talk to your upline, for example, it is very important to be in tune with what's happening with that bar right there, because again, we don't want to see people losing money. And if you reach out to, like, I spotted a guy 100 XRP or whatever it was yesterday. This guy is just going bonkers right there, and so I didn't want him to miss out right there. I loaned him the XRP. So let's just work together and work with your upline. And if it means you got to take a 30 XRP loan or whatever, or just to stay ahead of the compensation plan, we want to make sure that you're getting all the benefits of everything that's happening underneath you right there. So yeah, I mean, once you've made 4 times your XRP, and I've had one of my 2000 XRP bots go ahead and max out, capped out. I like the fact of this because it makes it to where we have to purchase something else in the company to keep more It's not just about keep putting money into the system, but it's about sustainability of the company, most importantly for the long term for us. But the reality is that we're making money. All of us are making money continuing to purchase packages right there.
So basically, you're saying that if someone that's above that person has the capital, they don't have to, obviously, because that's not really something that I would think they signed up for. But you're saying we should go and ask our higher ups to help us out?
Hey, more than likely you joined a friend in this, and friends before business always. I think that you could probably come to an agreement with them. Or even had them reaching up to their upline because they're going to appreciate everything that you're doing to grow your team. Reach out to me. I'd love to get to know you and help out. If I can have the ability to bless you, then I'm here for you as well. So we'll come up with a solution together.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I think Chris has a question.
Go ahead, Krista.
I just heard Chris's voice before, so I just want to say hello. Hey,
Hi,
Krista.
Ryan. We really appreciate you being here.
Yes, thank you so much for
Yes.
having me today.
It's so nice to put a face in front of us right here where we're not on a Zoom with, 50 other people that are from all over the world. So it means a lot to us you're here.
Yeah, I think doing these calls are, and I am sorry that I haven't been on more of the calls. I've been on at least 10 of the calls, just going through the monotony of going through the slide presentation. But I like these where we can really engage with one another and again put a face to the name and everything. So this is very, very important for the energy of this whole entire system to move forward. So I'm really, really grateful to be here today. And you're gonna see, and I want to be more present with this. I've been so busy in the trenches trying to help people, but this is a key component of our team's growth right here.
Well, jump over to our trench. We'd love to have you. I have a question about our some maybe some advertising that you do. Do you have the like some of the logos and such that we can use to
You know,
create?
okay, so some of the logos you're saying?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Um, I I know that that our design team has a whole bunch of different graphics that they're working with. I can share with you guys if you like on this call a few of the examples of the there's plenty of examples of these videos and stuff. Why don't we create a group chat for us all? And again, I want to move as fast as possible, helping you guys. Chris, I believe you have you have a video also made, right?
No, I haven't done one.
Oh, really? Okay.
No.
Yeah, I got John. Okay, yeah, that will be a great AI video. And I want to move as fast as possible, helping you all get these, whether it's a minute long video. I think that's really important right there, having that one right there. Because sometimes if it's fast, it's just a tease for when people see, because it really brands you nicely on these videos. I can show you an example of one of mine if you want.
Yeah, I've seen John's.
You've seen John's?
It's pretty impressive.
Hey, go ahead and raise your hand if you haven't seen an AI video, because I think probably a lot of you have seen an example of the AI videos here.
Well, Ryan, I'm going to add it right now into our team chat, just so everyone on here is in our team chat on WhatsApp. So I'll
Sure.
just add it right now so they can watch it. Yeah.
Let me just move to give me 1 second. I just want to do a screen share and show you what I'm doing for our team here, because this is really cool. I'm going to do a screen share for 1 second here, please. Let me just do this. I know this call is a little bit longer, and I really appreciate you all staying on the call here. Important
Awesome.
information, but I want to show what I can do for you all here, most importantly here. So let me know when you can see my screen right here, for example. Okay.
Yes.
So one thing that's nice about these short videos is these things they can really go viral. For example, just take a look at all these videos. These are videos of all my people that I'm doing my best to keep up with uploading these videos onto my YouTube channel. And there is, I put your name in there. There's Lisa Chrisman, for example. And I keep uploading all these AI videos that people are having made right here. Here's more of them, and I can show you an example of that right there. Let me just show you one of mine, for example, here. Just here, I'll just do this for a quick second here.
If you missed buying Bitcoin at $5, this is your chance to finally get in the game from the start. Cryptocurrency is creating more millionaires than any other industry in history. And the next one could be you. Right now, a revolution is unfolding. A storm powered by artificial intelligence, AI, and blockchain technology. This is XRP, the currency that banks and governments are adopting as the new financial standard and global payment system, replacing the old SWIFT system. Through the power of automation and AI arbitrage trading, your money doesn't just sit idle. It trades, earns, and grows even while you sleep. Thousands of new millionaires are being made in real time, and the next one could be you. Ryan Conley, working at Diamond Rank in this company, is a living example of this revolution. His success and guidance can help pave the way for you too. Join us for as low as 11 XRP. The future isn't coming, it's already here. XRP AI bot, click the link below
There
or
you go.
scan the QR code on.
So you got there. I was going to play one last little clip. This is an example of our short videos right here. Gosh, there's one that had a ton of you. Okay, but anyways, let me just play this one.
In today's world, smart work always wins over hard work. That's why XAB Club brings AI-powered trading right in your pocket. Join XAB Club today and trade smarter, faster, better.
Okay, I'm done there. Okay. So that's just an example ranging between $10 and $60 for videos. Okay. Pretty
Awesome.
sweet.
Yeah, those are awesome.
That's fun. So let's have some fun marketing this.
Absolutely. Any other questions for Ryan? Thanks for sharing those, Ryan. And I did post my video already in the chat. Well, good. Well,
How do we pay
Ryan,
for the videos? Yes.
yeah.
Okay, so we can accept either PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, XRP, USDT, pretty much anything out there. What I'll do is I'll put you in a group chat for anyone that's interested in the videos with our AI marketing team, and we'll have that within 24 to 48 hours. It may be up to 72 hours, just that many people probably will come on with this call, but we'll get it done immediately for you.
Love it. Good.
I think that's all. I think we've covered everything today. Please add me on the video chat. There you go. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put my contact information down if that's okay in the group, and you guys can reach out to me on WhatsApp. Also on Facebook. I do have, I think we should all connect on Facebook. We do have a Facebook chat as well on there. I think this is a good place for people to see who the top leaders are, because obviously on WhatsApp, you're not seeing people's profiles or, what they're doing. And I'd love to connect with you all on Facebook as well.
So Ryan, they'll just reach out. They can just text you and say, I want the video, and that's it.
Yes.
And then okay, got it. Because I know there's on WhatsApp, there's like, what is it called? Social media power team. That's not the one to add them to, right? That's a different one.
Yeah, that's a different one right there. That is working with our Pakistani programmers right there, and then I have someone else as well. There we go. But yeah, just message me directly, because this will really help expedite getting things taken care of for you right there.
Okay, I'll get, everyone just reach out to me for Ryan's info if you didn't catch it. Look at Lisa's already sent you a Facebook friend request. Look at that.
Thank you, Lisa. Got you out of there. So yeah, let's go ahead and conclude the call unless anyone else has any questions. And I really appreciate all of your time. Whatever I can do, feel free to reach out to me for three-way calls if you feel it's me or John or Krista to help support you. And we're here for you all. So thank you once again.
Ryan. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good night, everyone.
Great call. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone.
Bye-bye,
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.